Hello viewers, welcome to our channel. In this video, we will discuss on vitamins. The definition, functions of the vitamins, classification of vitamins, hypervitaminosis, AVITAMINOSIS, the chemical name or common name of vitamins, diseases associated with the vitamins deficiency, sources of the vitamins, and also the antivitamin, pseudovitamin, provitamin will be discussed here. So, if you go through this video very minutely, you can solve any kind of vitamin related questions. So stay tuned in this video. First of all, we have to know the definition of the vitamins. So vitamins are organic molecules or a set of closely related molecules called the vitamins. These vitamins are essential to an organism in small quantities for proper metabolic function. The essential nutrient cannot be synthesized in the organism in sufficient quantities for survival. Therefore, these vitamins must be obtained through a diet. So, vitamins are organic molecules and these vitamins are required in very small quantities for proper metabolic function. As these vitamins are not synthesized in organism in sufficient quantities, so that they are obtained through diet. Next is that the vitamins is the term of the vitamin was coined by Kashmir Funk. The vitamins are micronutrients. They are biological regulators. They are metabolic regulator, already discussed that vitamins helps in metabolic regulation. These are organic compound and needed in small quantity. It is also discussed during the definition. This vitamin cannot synthesized in human body except vitamin D and vitamin K. These two vitamins are synthesized in the human body. We will discuss later. Next point is the function. The vitamins have diverse biochemical functions. Vitamin A acts as a regulator of cell, tissue growth and differentiation. Next is vitamin D, which provides a hormone-like function, regulating mineral metabolism, bone and other organisms. The vitamin B complex function as enzymes, cofactor or coenzymes, or the precursor for them. Vitamin C and vitamin E function as antioxidants. Antioxidants are the compounds that protect from pro-oxidant. And these are very essential for our human body. Both deficient and excess intake of vitamin can potentially cause clinically significant illness. Although excess intake of water-soluble vitamins are less likely to cause disease. Next is the most important thing, that is the classification. Vitamins are categorized into two categories. One is water-soluble vitamins, other is fat-soluble vitamins. The fat-soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E, K. How you can remember? You can remember that the vitamin A and D, AD oil fat related, so vitamin A and D are fat-solubles. Other vitamin E and K also fat solubles. You have to remember also that's vitamin A, D, E, K. These are fat soluble vitamins. Next is the water soluble vitamins. The water soluble vitamins are vitamin B and vitamin C. B for boiled water, C for cold water. So boiled water, cold water. So vitamin B and vitamin C are water soluble vitamins. So, if the fat-soluble vitamins taken in excess, it can cause hypervitaminosis, hair loss, cracked mouth, etc. Later, we will discuss on hypervitaminosis, that is what is hypervitaminosis and their effect on human body. Whereas, if the water-soluble vitamins taken in excess quantity, they are washed away. The next part, that is hypervitaminosis. Hypervitaminosis is a condition of abnormally high storage levels of vitamins. This condition can lead to various symptoms such as overexcitement, irritability, even toxicity. This hypervitaminosis is primarily caused by fat-soluble vitamins. We have already discussed, such as vitamin A and vitamin D. These fat-soluble vitamins are stored by the body for longer than the water-soluble vitamins. That's why the hypervitaminosis is primarily caused by the fat-soluble vitamins, such as vitamin A and vitamin D. The specific medical names of the different conditions are derived from the given vitamin involved, and excess of vitamin A, for example, is caused hypervitaminosis A. Hyper means high level. So next we will discuss on the sign and symptoms of hypervitaminosis. Signs and symptoms include frequent urination and or cloudy urine. Next is irregular and or rapid heartbeat, increased urine amount, flushed skin. This flushed skin is associated with vitamin B3, that is niacin overdose. The niacin is the chemical name or common name of vitamin B3. Other symptoms include muscles pain, eye irritation and or increased sensitivity to light, convulsion, fatigue, confusion and mood changes, for example irritability or inability to focus. Next is AVITAMINOSIS. AVITAMINOSIS is a group of disease that is due to a lack of one or more than one vitamin. This disease in the AVITAMINOSIS group are night blindness, ricket, pellagra, beriberi, etc. We will later discuss the disease associated with AVITAMINOSIS of different kinds of disease that are responsible for vitamin deficiency. Now we will discuss on the fat soluble vitamins. We have already discussed that vitamin A, D, E, K. These are the fat soluble vitamins. How can you remember? Just remember that AD oil. So AD also is fat soluble vitamins. Other two is AD, E, K. So now let's discuss on the fat soluble vitamins. Here we will discuss on the chemical name, deficiency associated with this vitamin deficiency, and the sources of these vitamins. First, vitamin A. The chemical name of vitamin A is retinol, and the disease associated with vitamin A deficiency is night blindness and xerophthalmia. How you can remember? The chemical name of vitamin A is retinol. Retinol is retina which is present in the eye and which is responsible for eyesight. So deficiency of retina is very close. So if deficiency of vitamin A or retinol is causes night blindness and xerophthalmia. The sources include milk, carrot, nuts, egg. Next is vitamin D. Vitamin D is, the chemical name of vitamin D is calciferol. And the disease associated with vitamin D deficiency is ricket and osteomalacia. The rickets, in case of kids, the vitamin D deficiency causes ricket, and whereas in case of adults, the disease associated with vitamin D deficiency is osteomalacia. The sources of vitamin D is egg, milk and fish. So the source for vitamin A and D is milk and egg is common for vitamin A and D, and both are fat soluble vitamin. Also the sources egg and milk is common source for vitamin A and D. Next is vitamin E. The chemical name of vitamin E is tocopherol, and the deficiency disease is sterility. The sources of vitamin E is milk, nut, pumpkin, guava leaf. So the common food source for vitamin A, D, E is milk. Milk. Okay. Next is vitamin K. Vitamin K, the chemical name of vitamin K is phylloquinone, menaquinones and menadiones. And the disease associated with vitamin K deficiency is non-clotting of blood. And the sources of vitamin K is spinach, cabbage, broccoli. Next is water-soluble vitamins. In this part, we will discuss on the chemical name and the disease associated with the vitamin deficiency and the sources of this water-soluble vitamins. Water-soluble vitamins are vitamin B and vitamin C, boiled water, C for cold water. That are B and C both are water-soluble vitamins. Vitamin C, the chemical name of vitamin C is ascorbic acid. And the disease associated with vitamin C deficiency is scurvy, bleeding of gum. The sources are citrus food, that is lemon, orange, tomato. One important thing about vitamin C is that the vitamin C is the only vitamin that is only obtained from the plant source. It is not, vitamin C is not found in any animal source. Okay. So vitamin C is the only vitamin which is not found in any animal source. Only we can get the vitamin C from the plant source. Next is vitamin B. B is also categorized in different category: B1, B2, B3, so on. B5, B6, B7, B9, B12. And the chemical name of vitamin B1 is thiamine. That the disease associated with vitamin B1 deficiency is very important. And the sources include pulses, fresh fruit, etc. The chemical name of vitamin B2 is riboflavin. And the disease associated with vitamin B2 deficiency is riboflavinosis, glossitis, cheilitis. Riboflavinosis is AVITAMINOSIS. In the absence of one or more vitamin is known as AVITAMINOSIS. The chemical name of vitamin B2 is riboflavin. The absence of vitamin B2 deficiency causes the disease. This is riboflavin and riboflavinosis. Okay. And the sources of vitamin B2 is almond, milk, meat. Next is vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 is known as niacin. And the disease associated with vitamin B3 deficiency is pellagra, whitening of hair, dermatitis. And the sources is carrots, milk, nut, tomato. The important point on vitamin B3 or niacin is that if the questions come that which vitamin is known as PP factor, okay, or the pellagra preventive factor. The answer will be niacin or vitamin B3. Vitamin B3, that is the niacin, is known as pellagra preventive factor, that is the PP factor. This question is very important. Very often this question comes in various exams. Next is vitamin B5. Vitamin B5, the chemical name of vitamin B5 is pantothenic acid. And the disease associated with vitamin B5 is paresthesia, skin disorder. And the sources include broccoli, meat, tomato. Next is vitamin B6. The chemical name of vitamin B6 is pyridoxine, and the disease associated with vitamin B6 deficiency is anemia, depression. And the sources of vitamin B6 include whole wheat grains. Vitamin B7, the chemical name of vitamin B7 is biotin, and the disease associated with vitamin B7 deficiency is dermatitis, enteritis, body pain. And the sources include meats, nuts. Vitamin B9, known as folic acid, and the vitamin B9 deficiency is associated with the disease that is megaloblastic anemia. This is also important, that the disease associated with which vitamin deficiency. The answer will be vitamin B9 or folic acid. And the sources of vitamin B9 is green leafy veg, pulses and egg. Another important questions regarding this folic acid or vitamin B9 is that which nutrients or vitamin is essential and given to the during the first initial stage of pregnancy to prevent the birth defect of the newborn baby. The answer will be folic acid. Folic acid is given to pregnant women to control, to prevent the birth defect. Okay. Next question. Next is vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is known as cobalamin, and it is associated with pernicious or megaloblastic anemia. And the sources is fortified cereals, meat, milk. Next is antivitamins. These are not vitamins, but this antivitamins is related to vitamins. Antivitamins are compounds that hamper the essential effect of vitamins based on their mode of action. Antivitamins are broadly divided into two classes, class A and class B. Class A antivitamins are inhibitors, whereas class B are structural modifiers. Okay, antivitamin hold countless medicinal application. Some examples of synthetic thiamine antivitamins include oxythiamine, amprolium, pyrithiamine, and etc. Next one is pseudovitamin. Pseudovitamin is a substance having a chemical structure to that of a given vitamin, but lacking the usual physiological action. From the pseudo, okay, from this name, the pseudovitamin, that is chemical structure is similar to the given vitamin, but lacking usual physiologic function. Examples: adenyl cobamide, that is synthesized by intestinal bacteria or ingested from the edible cyanobacteria. The effect of pseudovitamin, vitamin 12 on the activities of cobalamin dependent enzymes in the mammalian cells has not been studied well. Next is most important, that is the provitamins. Provitamins is a substance that may be converted within the body to a vitamin. The term previtamin is a synonym of provitamin. The term provitamin is used when it is desirable to a substance with little or no vitamin activity, but which can be converted to an active form by normal metabolic process. So provitamins is converted within the body to a vitamin. The examples of provitamins are: provitamin A is the name for beta carotene, which is the only about 1/6 of the biological activity of retinol. So beta carotene is the provitamin of vitamin A or retinol. The body uses an enzyme to convert beta carotene to retinol. In other contexts, beta carotene and retinol are simply considered to be different forms of vitamin A. Provitamin B5 is the name of panthenol, which may be converted to the body vitamin B5 or pantothenic acid. So the provitamin of vitamin B5 or pantothenic acid is panthenol. Next is provitamin D2 is ergosterol, and provitamin D3 is 7 dehydrocolesterols. They are converted by UV light into vitamin D. In the human body produces provitamin D3 naturally. Deficiency is usually caused by the lack of sun exposure, not by the lack of provitamin. So the provitamin D2 is ergosterol. So ergosterol is the provitamin for vitamin D2, whereas 7-dehydrocholesterol is the provitamin for D3, vitamin D3. And they are converted by UV light into the vitamin D. Okay, these are all about the vitamins and their related things, that is antivitamin, provitamin, pseudovitamins. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.